Welcome back to my channel. It's Peggy from the Pearl Forest, and I thought we could continue our little mini journals. This little brown covered one is going in this blue book. I have found some little miniature playing cards that have animals on them, and I've glued them onto some writable paper, so we can cut one of those out to go in this. I think we'll do one journal kind of at a time, because each of them are going to be different, and I think they have to have their own particular pockets made for them. I may change that up, I don't know. Anyway, each of them has one of these for a journal card. Hope you're having a great day today. It's kind of rainy here, but not bad. Okay, so we have one little card, and then I've made a number of these which are to be tags. So I'm going to cut, I think we have, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's two per journal that are cut like this. They're cut from trivia cards. I'm going to cut all of these ones out because I'm using this one as a cutting template. So we'll save these for the other ones. And these also have, in this case, it's newsprint on the back, coffee dyed newsprint. So there's a journaling spot. Okay. So I'm not doing this stuff in the pockets in this one. So I guess I didn't need to cut these out quite yet, but oh well. We need to figure out pockets. I also have some playing cards which are the right size for a large journal card. So what I'll do with these to make the tickets, or the tags, I'm sorry, I'll do it this way because I can see better, and trim them like this. So I'll get those all trimmed up before the next one when we do our journal cards. Now in here I have some of the extra scraps of paper and a little bit of doily. This actually goes in the other box. Let's see, we'll save that for now. This has some things that can be pockets. These little tiny pieces of 3x5 cards. This is all fussy cut stuff. These I thought could go to cover pockets, so we might want these out. We also have these cards that can go in, and I've cut some additional things to be journal cards, and they're in there. So that's our journal card stuff. These could be journal cards, but they also could cover the pockets. Here's some fussy cut mushrooms. Let's see if we have other things to cover pockets. These are all things to go in pockets, or these tabs. So these are things for another time. So this is the journal cards I've covered. So we're saving those for later. And here are the pockets, plus those maybe. And these may be for covering. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24 papers, and which would be 48 sides. So we've already glued this one on. We'll put a little extra art glitter glue later. So it's a little more than usual. So I'd say we need at least 12 pocket, belly band, side tuck somethings. So what do I have prepared? In this one I have, these are for side tucks and belly bands. So there's one each for each book. And I guess we don't have to decide which book, but this is how they're going to fit on a page like that or like that. Then I've cut these for pockets. I can get a hold of one. They go like this on a page, and I made them to fit these for covering, and then they also can fit for going inside. So how many of these per book do we have? I think I'm gonna need a lot more pockets. I guess I only have one of those right now. And then we have these big corner ones. And I have two, and two. So 5. So we have 3 if you count the match set, 4, 5, 6. I really need more pockets. I do have more of these. I think we should cut more of these. See, these are, they don't say what they are. I have a hard time remembering brand name, but they're a trivia card. So we'll just cut a few more. And we can always add more pockets. I also thought we could do some flip outs. Maybe an up tuck. I don't want to do any anything too thick because they're just small journals, although there is room for some growth thickness wise. Do we have anything more in there? No. And I don't want to do like a paper clip or some other kind of clip. So we'll just kind of have to find our way along here. I've made this container to start collecting. It's a little sorted out tip. Collecting things for clusters and such. Like these ones with the holes in them, I'm throwing them in there for later. So we have 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. Let's see if we can get 3 or 4 for each of these. And then we'll cover them up. And maybe we'll decide, get all these covered, maybe we'll decide where to put them. Or maybe we'll just be making them today. I don't know. We'll see, time-wise. So, do you just watch or do you make your own journals? Be curious to know. If you do make journals, what do you like to do? Do you like to buy a journal and then fill it up? Or do you like to make one totally from scraps? Do you use junk or do you buy a kit? What is it that you like best? Okay, that gives them each 3, so we'll go with that for now. Also, I'm curious if you've subscribed or not. We'll use this to make maybe some pockets later. Or whether, if you've subscribed, whether your subscription is private. These are awfully small. They're not badly sized for a page, but I'm not sure what I could put in them. Probably like the postage stamps. So maybe we'll end up using some of those. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I don't have enough to really use right now. I do have this We Are Memory Keeper 6x6 inch paper pad that's a nice stiff one, and I think the colors of these could be nice in the books. So we might just cut some pockets out of these. Speaking of books, there we go. I think they might be some nice additions for some pockets. I think these could even be a very nice size for a journal card. I think you can write on the back of most of these. Let's see, I don't think lockers fit with this, but okay, we're going with nature, so let's see. I think that one is much. This one could work. Although it has a really nice back writing surface, so maybe I'll save this one for journal cards. This one, I don't know, it might be refreshing to have some dots, although that could be journal cards too. Some of these don't have light colored backs, like this one. It could be either this side or this side for a pocket. This little edge might give us a little challenge, but that could also work. This is such a nice size for this that we could use 5 of these as journal cards while we're here. And this one could be nice. Okay. All right. Let's see what we'd like to do. I have all of these pieces and these from the kit. And I have these from the kit. Now some of them have these circle edges that stick out, but that's okay. We can cut them off if necessary. So we can just decide basically by the colors. If you want to refresh our memory, we kind of have a pink one, a blue-green, an orange, and a black and white with green and purple. Now the books inside do vary. Almost we have the blue one, which is down here now. But this blue book has a brown cover, and it has a lot of other colors in here. They probably have all the colors in all of them. So probably we could find a belly band that we liked, or we could make one to fit a certain page. Let's see. Could put it here. Maybe here. Let's see, what would we like if we put it here? This one would be kind of pretty. So let's see. Need something to mark my place. And these are a little bigger than our belly bands, but that's okay. because we'll just trim off the edge. Unfortunately, we're going to lose the distressed edge on this, but that's okay. I think they also just fit our pockets. Okay. I think we could put it all the way up to the top. Just kind of center it. Get it on there good. Give it a moment to dry. At the same time, why don't we do a pocket? We can put it in another book. If we really want it in a certain book, we can hold its spot. And this end with the pine cones and stuff, that can also be used to decorate a journal card or the cover, or a tag or whatever. Or it could just be a little tiny tag that we stick in. Let's see, trim this off. These little tiny scraps could do something. I'm gonna go ahead and just make sure they're not sticky and throw them in my cluster stuff. Except for this one that's really tiny. Oops. I'm just gonna toss that one. Straighten that back up a little bit. So we got a little bit of the pine cone. So this will be our belly band for in here. And you can just go ahead and put it on. Some of our bigger cards, I think I designed this so it was big enough to get the plain card in here. Want the pine cone at the top or at the bottom? I don't know. I don't know why I kind of like it at the top, but it makes sense in a way to be at the bottom. So, okay, so we have a belly band. And you could add another little decoration, but I think it's okay the way it is. Why don't we just get every journal out and work on them. So this green cover here is the pink one. And if we were to put it back in the same spot, it's after the coffee dyed. It's right here. So this one though could have like a pocket or something on it, so maybe maybe we should be in a different spot. We put it by this purple one. This is the pink book. Do we want to use this pink? That still looks nice there. Okay. Let's glue another one of these on. And we'll just make a pocket of each one, and they can be in whichever journal we decide to put them in. But we'll just have some more pockets decorated. It does kind of match that, so maybe we'll keep it. I kind of thought about taking it off, but okay. It's a belly band and a pocket. You could use any cardstock or junk mail or whatever. These trivia cards were just the right thickness, so I went ahead and used them. Do I want to have that there? I think I'll just go with the flowers. Sometimes when I'm doing cards, I like to leave them to show. Like the wild animal ones, I'll probably add some little thing to them, but mostly I'm going to leave them to show. Okay, so this is another pocket. These edges I'm cutting off are really small, so I'm just going to toss them away. Have a little bit right here. There we go. All right. You want the purple at the bottom, or do we want the purple at the top? I kind of like it at the top for some reason. I started to say, if you're not subscribed, if you subscribe, then you'll get sent my videos as soon as they come out, which you probably know that's how it works. But everybody's new at some time, so you might not. And if you subscribe, there's a way to make your subscription public or private. If it's public, then the person with the channel can see that you are subscribed. If it's private, then they can't see that you are subscribed. So you have to decide, you know, what is it that you would like to do. It doesn't give your personal information. It just has your sign-up name, you know, whether it's your real name or your something. And if you subscribe, I can see how many subscribers there are. But if you just want to watch, that's fine with me too. I'm glad to have you along, whichever you want to do. I'm going to snip off some of these extra pieces and throw them in the cluster bucket. Sometimes it is a clutter bucket. You could put this one here. Kind of feeling that. What do we got here? Oh, maybe this one would look nice. I like that together. Okay. So we also need some of these to be side text. So we'll figure out which papers would be good for that. I sized these because I thought these would be handy to use to cover these. Okay, and we'll do a pocket. I wonder if I could get a triangle in there. No, not really. The triangles are going to need bigger paper, but perhaps our scrap pieces will have the right size we need for making a corner check. Okay, so then we have a pocket on here, and we'll cut this off. We could put those in the clusters. They might be too small, but we'll see. Okay. When we go back to do our final decorating, we can decide if we want to add anything to any of these features. But before we can decide for sure on our journal cards and tags and that kind of thing, we need to know how big the pockets are, because this is a small one and we're limited differently than from normal. Okay, we have this one. For some reason, I like the different part up above. Okay, put this on here with the cows grazing. Whoops. Some of these leftover scraps will be on the book box covers. Okay, we have that one, so that's 3 of them. And let's see, what would we like to do for this one? Could go there or here. I think we have something that matches that. Well, I think this is one of the ones that did not print very well. I'm going to put that in the scraps. That's kind of questionable too. This has some purple, but it does have some pine. Here's a pine one. I think this is the one we used already, isn't it? Let's see. It is. Still think though that might be nice. Got these flower ones. So it's between this, which I just don't think the purple really goes. There's this one with the berries. Maybe that's better. Yeah, that's better. You want this end? I think so. So we'll put it on this end. And once again, these are, if you don't remember or didn't see the earlier videos of this series, the digitals that I'm using, primarily anyway, I may add a little something here and there, but these are from Joey Cardmaker, Nature's Notes, and I have purchased and I'm using all the 4 seasons. So I have spring, summer, autumn, and winter. So these different pieces come from one of those season kits. And you can see they kind of, you know, can mix and match nicely. So each book has something from of each of the seasons at least. And then they might have, you know, more of one season than another, but they do have some of each. Okay. So here we go on this one. This pocket over there. And just trim this one up. Must have had my card all the way to one side to get that one piece I wanted to save, because all the rest of these are so thin that, you know, they're not worth saving to do something with. Oh, this set of strings is really long. Put these scraps in my cluster thing as well. Okay, so we have this belly band. We can put the side tuck up near the front. We'll do the side tucks next. Okay, we just glue at the top and the bottom. We have one more book here. Also has a green cover. And it has bunnies, purple, a lot of purple things. So this one would be nice to put this purple one in, or this purple one in. So let's see, what do we have back here? Well, this is plaid. It's really, I think, this plaid. That matches it really nicely. And it does have the other colors in the book, so I think I'm going to go with this one. The other one can be somewhere else in the book. Put this at the bottom. Maybe the other one can be the side tuck. We'll see. Okay. This one on. Smooth out the glue in there. Find us a pocket. This is Wisconsin. We can't see the trivia questions though because they're cut, but it's B2. These are really nice trivia questions if you like to just learn something or quiz each other as you drive in the car. I think they're kind of made for that. Kind of a fun family thing or to entertain your kids. I used them with mine when they were younger. But since we no longer needed them and I thought I could put them to use, I did. They are a little tricky to get apart, and they do have that hole in one corner, which is actually the bottom corner. So if you're leaving part of it to show, it's the bottom corner that has the hole, which can be problematic. But if you're cutting them apart like this, then it doesn't really matter. The ones with the holes have gone into the cluster bucket. Okay, let's see. Yeah, have time still? Yep, there. So that looks really nice. It matches well. All right, so that's back here on the second piece of paper. Maybe we'll do the third. I wasn't quite sure I wanted to keep her in there. An idea, I could put the belly band just across there. I know this is colored too, but, and I also could put something else on there also. Be nice if it kind of went with the purple. Well, do I put it here? Well, maybe I'll just do that and decide what to do with her later. Oh, it's going to be a side tuck. Yeah, good thing I thought of that. Okay. Side tuck. Cover this up. I can cut some more of these little pockets if I need them. I think we'll go ahead and make one, oops, of this one as well. And they really do have a lot of colors in all of them, so if it doesn't work in this one, it can work in a different book. Okay, stick that on. Now remember, side tuck it, Peggy, side tuck it. Get in the belly band groove and forget what you're doing. Okay, so do I want this here? I think that just accentuates her partially nakedness. Depending on who is getting the journal, that might make a difference or not. She looks a little risque to me. So we'll figure something out for her later. Just gonna put this over here on this side for a side tuck. Give everybody else a side tuck. This one is orange, I guess. So, I'm trying to think. This one looks nice with it. I have that one. And I think I like this one with it. Nice short one of these. Don't seem to have enough of these. May have to cut some more. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going back through again with 1. Yeah, I should have quite a few more of those. Okay, just cut some more. If they show up, that's fine. I'll let that dry while I cut another one. I didn't bring in my little cutter. I've been using it to sort out things in the living room and cut some bigger things into tags and journal cards. It's part of my cleaning up. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We're still going to need one more. And that's not quite long enough. So we'll do it on here. I'm still going to cut across and we'll end up with an extra. Because I need to anyway to cut it to the right size. I'll just stick that up there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there we go. Except I already did one side tuck. So now I think I have one too many. But that's okay. I can see with this video I'm not going to have time for decorating at all. I think I'm just going to be lucky to get these pockets covered and put on. I can decide later whether I should just go ahead and make the journal cards ahead. Or whether I need to make them to fit the pages that they're going to go on. Like I said, we don't have as much flexibility. I'll have to ponder that. Okay, here's a side tuck for this one. Okay, and then this one is the blue-green, I think. So let's see if we put oh look, this matches perfectly. Let's go with that one. Okay. I think it'd be so much fun to have you actually sitting here crafting with me. I'd like to do some classes or retreats sometime. You can tell me if you'd be interested in that. I live in the Pacific Northwest, but you can travel also. Or I could even possibly travel. Okay, here's another side tuck. I've thought about things like the Margaret Miller challenge that they've had, that you have a list of certain things to wish it was on the other side, but it can't be. That you have to find. Like one thing was something sticky. And I thought the glue that you're using to stick your things in your collage is sticky. That would be good all the time. But maybe too obvious. Maybe you need something different. And I thought about doing a challenge like that or even making my own, but I have so much sorted out, use it up to do that I think I really need to focus on the stuff at hand. Okay, this is the pink one. We have the pink flowers. So we have that one. We have this one. This one looks nice. And if we have, it's the same one as this. So I think we'll go with this one. We do have our art mystery boxes to do. Kind of like the Black Friday shopping, which I could shop around the house lots of times. I still have lots to sort out and use up. And I may pull some of those out sometime. And we have our upcoming series, several of them, besides our 2025 challenge, to sort it out and use it up. It's nice to use the digitals and things, but I need to put a lot of what I already have with them. These boxes are something I'm using up, and these cards are something that I'm using up. I need to keep finding things to use up. That's also the cutting I was doing in the living room. I like to do the fussy cutting there too, but right now I did cut some of these because I found some of the things I think that I lost before, but I also printed some more. This is a tuck, so I'm keeping this thumb side not glued. This long edge will be along the edge of the page. I have several other themes for videos in the coming year. And they'll probably all have an aspect of sort it out, use it up. I have several journals to make, but I also need to use things, so I have to kind of guide myself in that way. Okay, this is the blue and green one, I think. Also has the cows. I think I'll go with that one. Like I said, I think there'll be a lot of colors in here. They just might be a little heavier in their select color. But you know, you have all the seasons, you have lots of colors. Well, this must have been part of Washington. I don't know what else would be Ington. And oh, here's my tall ones they got over here. I didn't not cut them, but that's okay. We have some extras. Alrighty, so this I think is the last side tuck one here. And I think before I cut just the pockets out, I think we'll do the triangles. Because they're a little bigger, so we can space them out in the book. And then add the other little things. I also was thinking that this punch here, right here, we can consider when we're looking at scraps, that might make a little tuck corner. This does not look straight. So we'll just straighten that up. And I think that should be at the bottom. Okay. Did any of you travel lately? Do you stay with friends? Or you bring your motorhome or other thing to stay in? Or do you rent a house, like a B&B or something? Do you get a hotel or motel? I have some craft series coming up that relates to that. Okay, there's our side ones. So now let's see, this one is the kind of blue-green. And this is our scrap. So what would we like to do for the triangles? Red, I have this bunny. Might not have a lot of choice in colors. Well, we have these two. The frog. Let's try some triangles on these. Let's see. I don't think we used this one. So I'll put this one with that. We've used those two. I'm just thinking of doing some pockets. I think I used both of these. I've used that. Don't think I used the purple. So that would be a good pocket. I don't think I used that one. These are just slightly different. Must be printed at different times. Do I want the dark or the lighter one? I guess I'll just go with the lighter one. Except I don't have any more. I don't have any more pockets right now. Okay, so we'll just put them away for right now. Nope, here was one. Okay, so those are going to be those pockets. And these will be these. Now I want a set that goes like this. I believe they're the same. I made a square. So I want a set that will go together. This girl would be nice. Let's put on here and see if we can get her. We need to make sure that these pockets are contrasting to what we put them on. I was just thinking I was going like that, but I'm not. Actually, I'd go like this. I don't want to cut off her head, So I need to come in here. Can I get her head? Yeah. Okay. Oops, squeaky. I don't think I can get up high. I could get small pocket with that later. Could get the sheep. Nope, cuts off his head. So we'll just go with this one and we'll find something that looks nice with it. That would be good with the black and white one. Okay, we want it to go this way. Maybe just go up here and try to get the butterfly. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on here, like that, and then peek. Yep. Straighten it out a little bit. Okay, I have those two. I don't know if I could get the frog. He's gonna be too big. Okay, now that would be upside down. Well, doesn't matter. Some of these look like they work better than others. Could do that with some of the tree. Okay, so it's a good thing that they go both ways, because I meant to put it like this, but I put the glue on the back. But we just turn it over like this, and I'm gonna hold it up, which you can't see, but I'm holding it up so I can see through it. I don't know if you can see that or not. To get the tree, and I think if I get the opposite one, I can put it on here and maybe get the butterfly. So I want the glue on, no, this one goes that way, so this one has to go this way, so I can't do the butterfly. That's too bad. I wanted to do the butterfly with that one. So this one needs to go this way, so that doesn't really work either. Move our doilies this way. I can just put it down here. And by adding some decoration to these, I can make them more matching, but they're not actually going to be in the same vicinity as each other, so it won't really matter. Actually, they could be totally different. Okay, so we have these two. We need another one for that. And could do this one. Maybe. I don't think this is a good candidate because of how large the bunny is. Let's see. This would be really nice down here. And could we do this one? I'm running out of time. Let's see if we that. We could go up a bit like that. So the glue on this side. I apologize if this ends up going over time. We're not going to be able to do the rectangular pockets, but we can at least get these covered and in the books where they go, maybe, or at least cover and cut them out. Okay, so that goes that way, so this one goes this way. I put the glue up on its top face. And then slip it under here where I want it to go. About there. So that's 2. Now let's see. Let's just scrap. Have this little mouse. I think this is too small. This would be good for the orange. That could be down here. And just to go this way. The problem is when they're over here, I can't really get to it. But I have this here, so I can do that one. Okay. Hi, puppy. Okay, let's do this. This will be leaves. All right. I'm kind of avoiding this little edge. So I want it to go in a little bit to avoid that. Because it kind of looks a little funny on the edge. Okay, so we have that one. This one is going to be at least part of this big leaf. On our playing cards, we'll use some of these scraps to be the collage papers. Put this down here a bit. Try to avoid the edge, but we are now stuck down, so that's where we are. Okay, we have one more set. What do we have? We do have these trees. Just kind of avoiding the lines. We have some red. Oops, this is one that didn't print quite right. As were these, the colors are off. This is nice. All right, here's our triangles. I can't really get that butterfly. And this would be more like an upside down one. Those would be better on a, this would be good. They'd be better on a journal card or something bigger, a collaging one. Okay. And even this could be a journal card. So put this down here. Let's see, where's the edge? So we have that one. I think I'd like to get this one. And I don't know if they'll end up going together or not. We'll see. Okay, let's cut these out and see where they go. Okay. this one on here. Okay, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm actually missing 2. Oh, these were going to be that one. Well, we'll have to sort them out later because I don't see them at the moment. They might show up here or in a pile somewhere. We'll find them. Let's see what we have. Okay, here's one corner tuck. And that one goes this way. And this corner tuck could go together. Like I said, they're not going to be on the same page or even across from each other anyway. We'll just decide which ones go with which. And trying to wrap this up. I apologize if I go over. With the start to finish, I want to show you what I'm doing. There's a purple one. And with an unusual size or shape, you do have to make a lot of your stuff. You don't have it made ahead of time. Has to be kind of custom. So those two can go together. So much glue on my hands here. And I'll cut out the rest of the rectangle ones and have them ready for next time where we can decide where they're going to go. I'll cut some of these as well. Maybe even some triangles of those. Here's a fall one. Maybe I'd come up with another set, but I know I had 5 sets of these, so they have to be around here somewhere. Maybe they're playing hide and seek with me. I have that problem often. I know I've seen things around, but where did I see it and where did it go? I think when we're done with these mini journals, I'm going to use the leftover ephemera to make some for the 8.5 by 11 journal. Okay, yeah, these will be good together. And these can go with that. Are they hiding up here? No, I don't know where they're hiding. That's funny. Okay, so this one is the blue-green, which I think we were going to put this set in there. So maybe kind of near the middle. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Maybe put her here. And 1, 2, 3. So we're across from the coffee dye. Put this one there. Okay. Whoops. Put this on these 2 edges. I just slipped around to the front, plus put a dot there. go. Put it on the page here. We mostly have lines and then the butterfly, but we can add decoration. Okay, this one here, we have our, she's like our milkmaid or something. A little bit of blue flower and some cows or sheep. I'm not sure which. There's a little bit there, probably sheep. So we have a belly band and we have a side pocket tuck, and then we have 2 corner ones. So we got 4 things in. Maybe next time we can get 4 or more in. So that's that book. This one is the pink one, and I think that's the one I'm gonna skip because I don't think I have stuff that fits that as well. This one, I believe, is the blue one. Well, we can come back to that one in a second. Don't really have a purple one. I was gonna put these in the black and white and whatever one, but maybe I should put, whoops, don't lose that. Maybe I'll put these in the blue one. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, we put it across from the coffee dye. And that would be these trees. I know I'm calling them certain colors, but just have to have some way to distinguish them, but they kind of aren't really certain colors. And then from the center, go over here just past the coffee dye. We'll put in this corner. And they all have this inside layer, inside page thing. Okay, so that one's done. This one is the purple one. So just, I didn't put them all in the same though, did I? So 1, 2, 3. That has to go that way. So this one will go this way. We want to leave lots of room to write. So even though I'm covering the white page, you still can write on a lot of it, plus whatever I stick in the pocket you can write on. You could even write on that pocket, or page, I mean. It's light enough. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We should have something that flips up, sort of like a fabric flip, but not fabric, because it's, I think would be too much for this book. Maybe a little paper flip or something. Okay, so now we have the honey one. That will be good for those. 2, 3. Oh, this looks nice with that. Okay, put this in. And 1, 2, 3. That worked out well. Okay, there we go. We have these. We have these to cut out. Somehow we're missing our other triangles, and I do not see where they went, which is mysterious because I did have them. Put the pin in the glue. Ah, there's one. Maybe they're in this pile, already glued to something. There's one there. They are. Okay, let's just quickly do them as well. They're certainly not pink, but well, I don't know. I'll take that back. That's a bit pink. See the edge here. And there we go. That one though is totally not matching, but that's okay. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Well, this one can go here, certainly. Put this on here. Whoops. Slippy, like that. A little bit of tree and some white flowers. Epsep's glue off. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't go there at all. That's much better. We'll put this one here, which is just 2 pages instead of 3, but that's fine. It's only approximate anyway. Be better to be a page over than to look horrible together. Okay, there we go. We got 4 pockets in each of our 5 journals today, and we'll see what we can do next time. So we have, let's see, we have the corner, I don't know if I can hold them all. I'll just show you them. There's one of the corners. Here's one on this side. Here's one on this side. Here's one here, and we also have our belly bands and our side pockets. Thank you for joining me. This is Peggy from the Pearl Forest. Hope you come back soon as we work on our start to finish of our 5 miniature journals for nature's notes that go in our book boxes. Thank you. Hope you have a great day full of fun, creativity, and love. Come back soon.